Peace, Virgo. How y'all doing? So I've been made aware that your video went silent. So I'm going to do my best to give you a quick reading to tap into your energy. I don't even remember what that old reading was about, but here we go, Virgo. How does Virgo feel about the person that they're connecting to? First, let's start with Virgo's situation. How does Virgo feel about their situation? How does Virgo feel about their situation? Okay, Virgo. You got the Eight of Cups. It tried to fall in reverse, so you might be feeling a little resistant to moving on from a situation, but change is needed. You're being called to move forward because you have a victory on the way, Virgo, in your situation, but the situation is you're moving on from a situation. You've left something because it's no longer serving you. Like your cards of moving forward is coming in the challenging direction. Something is keeping you emotionally, keeping you from moving forward, right? You could be connected to a water sign. Doesn't have to be. You could have water in your chart, right? Yeah, look at that. This is you just being resistant. Why though? But you have good things going for you. Moving forward in this energy. You may have to move for some of you. Virgo. Yeah. I feel like you're kind of like you're stuck. Virgo. Maybe stuck on a situation. What is the situation that Virgo has on their mind? What is this situation with Virgo? Because I feel like you have to move on from something, Virgo, but you're not doing it. You could be connected to a Scorpio. You can have Scorpio in your chart, specifically your moon energy. You're going back and forth. Maybe you feel obligated to something. Yeah, what I'm saying is true. Maybe you feel obligated to something, but you have brand new opportunities coming towards you, and they're going to come in fast. Soon as you make your mind up about moving or leaving a situation, you have to move or leave. Okay, that is your situation. You haven't made your mind up about moving forward from a situation, Virgo. But I see positive things. Your current situation is either to go or not to go. I feel like you should go. You've been doing a lot of thinking about it too. You know, but you're afraid of something. You're afraid maybe it's something that you're not aware of the unknown, or actually being happy. You have success here. Sorry about that, Virgo. How does Virgo feel about their person? Virgo, you might be having to move away from a person, or that may not even be connected to this individual that's on your mind, but I do feel like you have to choose either yourself to have success, or whatever the situation is. But you are having a difficult time with moving away from the situation. These two things are things that you should be prioritizing. You should be trying to balance, but they may not mix for some reason because you're having a difficult time choosing whether or not to stay or to go. Or this could be a job, right? Could be a relationship. Could be your family. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, you could be connected to a Sagittarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but you have Temperance here. So I feel like there's some type of balance needed in the situation between the two of you, or things are just calm. All right. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. How does Virgo feel about the person that they're connecting to? Star card. You could be connected to an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. Virgo, what I am feeling when it comes to the star card is that, that song, They Say I'm Hopeless. That's what I'm feeling with the star card. I feel like you may be saying that there's a lot of hope in the situation between you and this person. Well, tell me about the star card, because they're not giving us much information. You may be spending a lot of time to yourself, Virgo. You're probably a single Virgo. But in regards to the star card, I think you want someone to be a giver and a receiver, right? You want this person to be someone who gives freely and receives freely. Like you want this person to be open. Yeah. Um, you may have been having a hard time finding someone like this, right? So, but I feel like you have not given up. But for some of you, you are trying to reconnect with the ex. That's a bad idea. But tell me about, got the Ace of Swords that tried to fall in reverse. So you could be thinking about new inventive ways to bring yourself, you could be talking to yourself in a positive way, is what I'm saying. Because the Ace of Swords, even though it might be in reverse, it does not mean that good things are not coming or new inventive ways are not being brought about. It's just more things are being more internalized, okay? When you see what I was saying was an ace in reverse. Yeah, my phone, my battery, what do you call that battery? The not a battery. The memory. There we go. The memory. It's saying it's dying. But tell me more about how Virgo feels about their person. Love. Yeah, this is someone, you're single. This is a single Virgo. You've probably ended things from this person because they were not someone who typically gave and received. Yeah, this is an end of a relationship. I'm talking to a single Virgo. Absolutely. Tell me about the Ten of Swords here. Everything is fine. Why is that showing up here? Why is that showing up here for Virgo? Yeah, Seven of Cups. You may have felt betrayed in a relationship. You could have been the one that was betraying someone else. But there is a third party energy that you feel betrayed about. You may be feeling a little confused about the person that they did it with. Oh, that's I didn't expect to say that. Tell you more about the Seven of Cups. They may have done it with multiple people. Maybe someone that you actually care about or you like. Maybe you were in this energy, trying to kind of like move in an energy where you're listening to your intuition, being more protective of your emotions after this pain, like protecting yourself, pretending like everything is fine. You might have even opened up your options to seeing more people. All right. But the person that I think you miss somebody too, that you want to be open to giving and receiving. This person may have blocked you out, maybe not, communicating with you. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. You might be confused about the ending of the situation. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Ooh. The Hanged One and the Knight of Swords. Someone's going to communicate with you. I think you want to communicate with them too, so you might be reaching out to them. This might be a disagreement in regards to religion or some type of higher spiritual level, right? Someone might be judging somebody might be judging someone. You may feel like this person may be judging you, or you could be judging this person off their choices in religion or their choices in commitment or lack of commitment or learning from the past or... Yeah, but someone is pretty much like, even though when you're in this energy, you're being closed-minded. You're only seeing things from your perspective. But when you're in this energy, this is taking action, coming out of that closed-mindedness and only seeing things from your perspective, or taking your perspective that you were holding into yourself. You may be ready to communicate that. And we do see communication. This could be you wanting to come in and communicate those emotions, those feelings, right? Yeah. This could be in regards to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. How does this person feel about Virgo? This person, Virgo, I don't know. It doesn't matter if it isn't you. It could be a person, right? somebody is feeling judged in this situation tremendously, and I felt it strongly when I picked up and started trying to tap into the person that you're connecting to. Somebody is definitely feeling judgment. Yeah, 4 cups. All right. um Maybe, there she go again. Maybe this person is someone who tend to give, or saying that you tend to give, and just not willing to accept right now. Someone is moving on and putting up a boundary. Yeah, the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Someone is not sitting, wallowing over a sadness. And this could be how they feel about you. They could feel like you're not sitting down, wallowing about, but they don't really know that you actually feel sad about missing, or about not being connected to them. They probably think you don't care, Virgo. All right, tell you more about how this person feels. So your person, cards are sharp, so they words may be sharp. King of Cups. Queen and King of Cups. Your King of Cups words can be sharp, okay? They could be very hurtful. Tell me about the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups energy here. 7 of Wands reverse. Yeah, someone's going to come in. Yeah, there goes that everything is fine as well. They're going to come in pretending like they're not hurt, but truth is they're really hurt. They really miss you. They really want to connect to you. They want to really communicate the truth to you. They really want to offer you this emotional offer. You already see it here. And they're showing up in their own reading. And they see you as someone that's very much compatible with them. They love you. But this person may have been guarded, but they're releasing their guard, dropping their guard. They still have a firm belief in something and still want to have a lot of control. But they're willing to take a chance like I was saying, based off the things that they deem to bring them joy, clarity, celebration, okay? What is the best outcome here for Virgo and the person that they're connecting to? What is the best outcome for Virgo? Oh, sorry. What is the mutual energy between Virgo and the person that they're connecting to? What is the mutual energy between Virgo and the person that they're connecting to? What is it? I think we kind of understand what the mutual energy is. I feel like you both are feeling negatively about the separation of this connection. So somebody might be trying to reconnect with an ex or someone that they're no longer talking to. So it doesn't have to be an ex. It could just be a separation of some sort between you and someone. And that could be what your challenge is, Virgo, about moving forward. You could be like, it's time for me to move on, but I really care about this person. I really love this person. This person really loves me. That's what's going to cause that confusion, because this person is going to come back in and telling you how they feel, all right, about the loss of this situation. Mutual energy. Yeah, exactly what I said. You're both hurt. you're both hurting about this situation, okay? You both are not feeling it. You both are watching each other, spying on each other. You both want to collaborate. You both feeling emotionally connected with the Queen of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and wanting to give and receive. You both feel it, but I feel like something happened with this 10 of Swords that's keeping you guys from really being sure about connecting and wanting to be with each other. Can I please get some more mutual energy? Yeah, like you both are guarded, you both are hurt. That's repeating itself. We're not going to beat a dead horse. Levi, chill out. What is the best outcome here? What is the best outcome for Virgo and the person that they're connecting to? What is the best outcome? I think what it is y'all just moving along, moving away from each other. What is the best outcome? What is the best outcome for Virgo? 9 of Cups, Ace of Wands. All right, there goes the 9 of Wands. It looks like you guys are going to stay a little guarded between each other for a little while. But I do see the best outcome will be new love. Now, this could be rejuvenation of love between the two of you. Or this could be choosing to move on separately, find balance somewhere else. I do see there is some type of emotional satisfaction or wish that is going to be granted. So make a wish. I also see that there is energy of wanting to hold on to things that bring you emotion. I'm sorry, y'all. But, you know, looks like somebody is holding on to what brings them happiness, that emotional fulfillment. This could be together as a family, or this could be just that completion, that abundance, that things that bring you emotional fulfillment. All right, there goes the Seven of Wands. Virgo, this is your reading. Again, I hope you can hear this reading, and I'm so sorry about the last reading. If you enjoyed it and you enjoyed my energy, please hit the like and subscribe button. Peace.